Welcome to Destination 101 podcast with me, Sneha Sharma, where we bring you stories that inspire, stories that challenge the way we think, and stories that remind us of what is possible when passion meets purpose. Today, we are diving into a theme that all of us have some FOMO about, are curious about, maybe even a little apprehensive about artificial intelligence. It's reshaping our lives, our workplaces, and even the way we communicate. But what does it really mean for us as humans, as leaders, and as storytellers? To explore that, I'm joined by someone whose story is just as multidimensional as the world of AI itself. Jaymol George has been in the US for over 2 decades, is a distinguished Toastmaster, and a software engineer who brings not just technical expertise, but also a holistic approach to life. She believes in working on the 4 essential pillars of life: physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. And at the heart of the intellectual pillar lies her deep curiosity for AI. But her story doesn't stop at technology. She's also a BollyX instructor, which means she uses high energy Bollywood inspired dance fitness to empower people physically and mentally through movement, rhythm, and joy. And in Toastmasters, she has served as club extension chair. From fitness to meditation, from spiritual grounding to artificial intelligence, her journey is about balancing the timeless with the futuristic and finding human connection at the core of it all. So, in this episode, we'll talk about AI not as a distant, intimidating concept, but as something that can shape the way we learn, grow, and communicate. And we'll discover how her unique blend of experiences can guide us in embracing AI while staying true to our human essence. Jaymol, after that long introduction, welcome to Destination 101. How do you feel?
Thank you so much, Sneha. That was amazing. You did it really well. Thank you.
Okay, Jaymol, you've said that 2025 for you is about building on the 4 essential pillars: physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. In today's fast paced world, how do you integrate these pillars into your daily lifestyle? And why do you think it's so important for people to consciously work on all of them?
It was December of 2024. I went in person to Intercontinental Toastmasters. And there it was Friday evening, and I gave a speech saying how much heartbroken I am because I fell in love with a persona, not a person. It helped me realize I was so much empty inside. I have a strong career, but then inside, I'm empty. And in 2025, January, when everybody was making resolution, I gave a presentation in the same club, Intercontinental Advanced Toastmasters. And the presentation was 2025 is the year to thrive. And people were curious, what will I do to thrive? And I shared with them 4 pillars to thrive: physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. And when I shared this 20 minutes presentation and I shared with them how to do it, I felt obliged. I felt like, you know what? I have to be an example and do it. So starting from January, it's been 8 months. I start my morning with yoga and gratitude. And then journaling is my best friend. I empty my mind by just journaling. Journal paper has so much patience. It can listen. I can write whatever I want and it will just absorb it. And I decided to upskill myself in this fast-paced world. I wanted to upskill by learning AI. And spirituality keeps me grounded. See life as a chair. When one leg is weak, the whole life is wobbly. And that's why it is so important to get all four legs steady, because four pillars will help me to be stable. And let me tell you, wholeness is the new success.
Wow. That's a wonderful caption to remember. But Jaymol, tell me, for the intellectual pillar, you have placed a strong emphasis on artificial intelligence. How do you see AI shaping the way we think, learn, and communicate in the future?
Yes, this is the age of AI. When I was a club extension chair, Abhijit was the district director. And we started so many AI clubs. And let me tell you, District 101 has 5 AI clubs. And I was there helping to build these clubs. And what I realized is AI is not there to replace us, it is there to expand what we do. And that's where AI comes in. AI comes in wherein it will help us to ask the right questions. AI will give me answers. Answers are no longer limited to textbooks, but then it will help me more than the answers, it will help me to ask the right questions. And that's where I see AI comes in. And one thing to remember is go with AI instead of going against it, and it'll help you to expand.
Wow. That's a wonderful, again, giveaway for us. And based on this thought of yours, Jaymol, there is another question. See, Toastmasters is all about human communication and connection, and we keep talking about it. Do you think AI tools like speech coaches, chatbots, content generators can complement traditional communication training, or do they risk taking something away from the human element?
That's a good question. First, I thought it's going to be a risk. But then the more I started using it, I realized they're actually my personal coach. In the middle of the night, I want to practice. I can't call my mentor and say, hey, come online. But this AI tool will help me, because when I practice, it will immediately, instantly give me feedback about clarity, about pausing, and about using the right words. Recently, I gave a speech at my parents' 50th anniversary, 50th wedding anniversary. That was a big event where there were 250 people. I practiced with AI. I made sure every word was perfect. But on that day, when I stood up on stage to give the speech, it was a 30-minute speech where I shared everything, all the things about my parents, about our history. What touched was not the perfect timing or the perfect words. What touched was speaking from the heart. And that's something that humans can do. There is warmth, there is right pause, there is laughter. People lean in when we speak. And that is something AI can't do. And that's only what humans can do. And what this has taught me is AI can help us sharpen our words, our voice. But then when we deliver it, the connection that we can make with people becomes even stronger. So use AI as your personal coach. Give inspiring messages.
That's how we need to, I think, maintain the balance between human connection and the technical support that we have. Um, as a software engineer and active AI club member, how do you think AI will influence leadership, especially in community-driven organizations like Toastmasters?
Excellent question. AI, AI helps with analyzing trends, the needs. It can help us learn how to mentor better. But then as a leader, I'm leading with people, right? I'm leading people. So empathy is one area that AI can't provide. AI can help with these mundane tasks, repetitive tasks, scheduling, when it comes to sending reminders. Let AI take care of that. But where we stand is when it comes to helping people, that's where we come in. Because when AI can take care of the repetitive tasks, we are left with sharing the vision, with sharing the possibilities. And that's where we get to elevate people. So when you collaborate with people, then we get to spend time with what matters most, that is with people. That means our listening skills, we start listening more deeply. We start being there for people, and we create that sense of belonging. And especially in communities like Toastmasters, where I am still a part of, I feel that AI has freed up my time so that I can be with people, help them in their journey, listen to them, and give them better mentoring and support them. And that's exactly what we are there for.
That's true. I like your message about mentoring, that not just in Toastmasters, but through AI also, we can get that coaching that we get here in Toastmasters, devoid of empathy and human connection, though. Jaymol, you have also served as Club Extension Chair in Toastmasters. For those unfamiliar with the role, could you share what it involves and one challenge you faced while helping new clubs grow?
Excellent. So as a part of my DTM, one specific requirement was to serve as an area director. So I served as an area director. Then I went up as a division director. And then I didn't stay there. I was like, let me also become a club extension chair. Club extension chair helps with building new clubs. And first I thought it was all about logistics, forms, checklists. Uh, did everybody pay in? Is all the data ready so that the club can be chartered? That's what I thought it was. But then the more I dealt with people, I realized it's all about planting the seeds, nourishing them, supporting them, and watch that community thrive. And one challenge I faced with building new clubs was telling people that Toastmasters is not just another meeting. When I go to corporate companies and tell them, hey, let's have a 1 hour meeting every week, they're like, not again. We are running away from meetings. But I had to tell them it's not just another meeting. It's not just another process. This is the place where transformation happens. This is the place where you share stories, and it's the stories that will help people transform because they get to see the courage that led you to where you are. And stories, where else can you get transformation other than Toastmasters? So one key takeaway is people, they're not in for the rules, but they are in for the possibilities. And Toastmasters provides that possibilities. So don't see it as a 1 hour meeting or just another meeting, but a place for transformation. And we all belong there.
That is so true, Jaymol. My club meetings, home club meetings happen on Sundays. So my family thinks that I'm working the whole week. I don't get even Sundays off. But I so look forward to these Sunday meetings in my hometown. So very well said. Jaymol, one final but very crucial question. You balance technology with spirituality, fitness, and mindfulness. How do you reconcile the fast-paced, logical world of AI with the reflective nature of yoga, meditation, and spiritual grounding?
That's the excellent question. It's neither or. It's not or you need all of them. During day, I'm coding. I'm working with AI. In the mornings, I'm meditating. On the weekends, I do BollyX. So what I've learned is we need all of them because AI will give me the speed and efficiency, and the meditation will give me presence and perspective. In this age of acceleration, stillness is your superpower. And we need all four pillars to be stable and thrive in this age of AI.
Wonderful. That was what I wanted to hear because it's difficult to maintain a balance in this kind of lifestyle. It was an amazing conversation, Jaymol. Very crisp, precise, but very pertinent. And it reminded us that AI isn't just about machines or codes. It's about how we as humans can learn, adapt, and grow alongside it, whether through Toastmasters leadership, BollyX dance fitness, or spiritual grounding. Jaymol today showed us that embracing the future doesn't mean losing touch with our humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, if today's episode sparked curiosity about AI in you and how it can transform not just our careers, but also our personal growth, I would encourage you to reflect on your own four pillars: physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. And where does AI fit in for you? Thank you for tuning into Destination 101 with me, Sneha Sharma. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who's equally curious about how AI is shaping the way we live, lead, and communicate. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep embracing the future with an open mind. Thank you so much. Sayonara.
Thank you.